Dear Eastern Michigan University,
we, the black students of Eastern Michigan University, are disgusted, angry, and hurt by the way we are being dealt with for our justified public expressions. We have done all we can to appeal to the university's formal side of diversity and inclusion. We have attended meetings, sent emails, made phone calls, and even sat through hours of forums. Forums where administration explains it has and is always doing all it can to fix the issue. Most recently, these issues include a string of racist crimes against black students on campus. These crimes are being talked about as though to be harmless graffiti artists or immature prank callers.
These bigoted callers referred to us as monkeys, said our skin made us gorillas. These racist acts of vandalism said, KKK leave niggers at King Hall, said leave niggers at Ford Hall. During a teach-in, these same racists spray-painted Trump support over Black Lives Matter paintings at the kiosk. That same support for the KKK was etched into Wise Hall. The same support for the KKK was written in the towers.
Since the first message was found in September, we have been waiting for a sign that Eastern Michigan University understands its diverse campus community, and more than that, understands the racial climate surrounding the campus. Instead, the only people we have seen punished, criminalized, threatened, and physically moved by police officers are black students. The very same students being targeted by these racists who are still at large are being reminded daily how far they are allowed to step before meeting the punishing hand of the EMU Code of Conduct. From framing protests as something that football players and marching bands need to be protected from, to actually threatening to expel and file criminal charges against students in the middle of the night, EMU remains true in its tradition of discouraging peaceful protests.
We have received no update on identified suspects for the vandalism. We have received no update on how EMU intends to punish those suspects. We have received no update on the tracing of the calls made all over campus calling black students animals, or even whether that incident is being investigated. We have received no update on how EMU plans to prevent, not catch the next guy, prevent more actions like this from happening in the future.
What we have received is word that 90 people who look like us are being pursued so that they can be brought before conduct. Eastern Michigan University continues to assure us that racism has no home here. Meanwhile, racism is moving all of its stuff in the back door. Racism is setting up in the basement, watching, while EMU does racism's job, in making black students feel unsafe and unprotected. Racism is watching from a window, while the black students are being isolated to a corner of the house for being too loud.
How can we feel safe on a campus where we are more protected spray painting racial slurs than we are spending a night in the student center? How can we be satisfied when EMU has only offered to catch the next act instead of fostering an environment where students know those acts will not be tolerated? The university has a chance here to leave these grieving students alone so that they may focus on school and so the university can focus on finding the real criminals.
The message being sent is that the protest is a greater threat to the campus than the racist vandalism. We understand that racism is like outside dirt. It's not supposed to be in the house. But if you don't do all you can to keep it outside, it will find a way in. The same is true here, except the dirt is attracted to people of a certain skin tone. We know that we have to step up and grab the brooms. We know that if we don't start cleaning now, the dirt will solidify its hold here. We know that it is our duty to fight for our freedom because this is our house.
The protest will continue indefinitely.
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 Hello, my name is Darius Anthony, and I'm the current president of the NAACP at Eastern Michigan University.
On behalf of the NAACP and Eastern's black students, I would like to say that we are outraged by the way in which the university is currently handling this situation with the students who peacefully protested at the Student Center. We are no longer asking, we are demanding. We demand that all charges on these students be dropped immediately. We demand each demand on the Black Student 10-point plan are met. In addition, seeing as you were able to find time to investigate and charge black students for peacefully protesting, I demand, for our safety, that we receive updates on all of the racial incidents that have occurred on campus since mid-September. We have told you what we want. We have told you what we need. Until we receive what we desire, our protest will continue. Justice too long delayed is justice denied.